These are your notes for lesson 7-1, and there is a worksheet to go along with these. So make sure that you pick up the worksheet. And then as I'm going through the notes, if I'm going too fast, I want you to pause me, get caught up, and then restart me. Probability comes with a whole new set of vocabulary. So what we're talking about when we're talking about probability is the chance that something is going to happen. So when we are thinking about the chance that something's going to happen, we're going to assign a probability to it. So for our first vocabulary word that says outcomes, outcomes are the things that can happen in the situation we're talking about. So if we're talking about flipping a coin, I could get heads or tails. If I'm talking about rolling a number cube, I could get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. These are things that can happen in the situation. Now, sometimes things are impossible. If something is impossible, it is not going to ever happen. If I was going to assign a percent to that, I have 0% chance that that thing is going to happen. So for example, we have a 0% chance of it being 200 degrees on January 2nd. Not going to happen. All right, the next one is unlikely. Unlikely means that we don't have much of a chance. That says not much of a chance. My spacing got a little weird right there. So that is between 1% and 49% of the time. It's unlikely to get hit by lightning. It is unlikely to win the lottery, but it's not impossible. So anything that you think probably won't happen, less than half of a chance, then that is unlikely. Remember, you can pause me at any time and get caught up if I'm going too fast for you. If something is as likely as not, that means that you have a 50-50 chance. Half of the time it will happen, and half of the time it won't happen. If I was going to make that into a percent, it would be 50%. So for example, if I was flipping a coin, I have just as much chance of getting heads as I do getting tails. That is as likely as not. Likely means it is probably going to happen. That is between 51 and 99%. I think it's going to happen, but I can't guarantee it. So I'm pretty sure that I will wake up in time to get to school tomorrow, but I can't guarantee it. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go to bed at a certain time, but I can't guarantee it. So things that you're pretty sure about are called likely. And then if something is certain, it will happen. We have a 100% chance of that. For example, The day after Friday is Saturday. I am certain it is 100% chance that it will be Saturday. I am absolutely certain that spring follows winter. All right, pause me and get caught up, and then start me again when you're ready. One of the things that we're going to use a lot in this unit is a spinner. And I drew the best I could. I know, don't judge. It's supposed to be a circular spinner divided into 4 parts. I have a blue, I have a red, I have a green, and I have a yellow section. Each of those is even. So when I am talking about outcomes, sometimes outcomes are called your sample space. And they use these weird little brackety things. And you're just going to list all the things that could happen when I spin this spinner. So I could spin blue, or I could spin red, or I could spin green, or I could spin yellow. Those are my 4 outcomes for this particular spinner. Sometimes outcomes are called sample space. So let's think about those probabilities from the last slide. It would be impossible for me to spin the color black because there is no black on this spinner. Or it would be impossible for me to spin a number 10 because there is no 10 on this spinner. The next one is unlikely. I'm thinking about something that's less than 50%. So it would be unlikely for me to spin green. It's not impossible, but I only have a 25% chance, so that is unlikely. The next one stands for as likely as not. And so I am as likely as not to get either blue or red. Those 2 make up half of my spinner, which is 50%, which is, I spelled either wrong, sorry. Which is exactly the percent I need for as likely as not. I'm as likely to get either blue or red as I am not to get blue or red. All right, likely. I am likely to get either, and I'm going to spell it right this time, a blue or a red or a green. That's 3 of the wedges out of 4. So I have a 75% chance of either getting a blue, a red, or a green. And then I am certain to get either a blue or a red or a green or a yellow. That makes up the entire spinner. 100% of the spinner are those 4 colors, so I am certain to get one of them. Pause me to get caught up. Come back when you are ready. Another item we're going to use a lot is a number cube. Sometimes you call it a die. If you have more than one, they are dice. So we're going to look at this number cube that I have here. Remember, outcomes are sometimes called sample space. And that's all the things that I could roll with this number cube. I could roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. I clearly did not give myself enough room between these weird brackets, but that's okay. I'll show you how I make them. I think about somebody's profile, their forehead, their nose, and their chin. All right, so we have 6 outcomes in our sample space. It would be impossible for me to roll a 14 because there is no 14. It would be unlikely for me to spin a 4 because there's only one of those out of 6 outcomes. Oh, let's go back to how do we change that to a percent. Oh, it's been a hot minute. We're going to take 1 divided by 6 times 100, and that is approximately 17%. As likely as not for me to get even numbers. Remember, those are 2, 4, or 6. There are 3 of those out of 6 outcomes, which is exactly 50%. It is as likely to get an even number as not to get an even number. It is likely that I could roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. There are 5 of those outcomes out of 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 5 of them out of the 6. We're going to change that into a percent. 5 divided by 6 times 100 is about 83%, which is right in the wheelhouse for likely. And then I am certain when I roll that number cube, I will get a 1 or a 2, a 3 or a 4, a 5 or a 6. Those are all 6 out of 6 outcomes, which gives me 100% certainty of rolling one of them. The last thing on your worksheet is a fairness box. And fairness means that all outcomes have an equal chance. Remember to pause me should you need to catch up. All right, so let me draw you a fair spinner. A fair spinner would be something like this. Red, blue, green, yellow. Every one of those, I intended them to be equal. And so you have an equal chance of getting red or blue or green or yellow. That is a fair spinner. But let me show you one that would not be fair. Well, let me label this one fair. Okay, now bear with me with this drawing. All right. Let's see. Okay. Those are all supposed to be the same size, by the way, so use your imagination. But I'm going to label them like this. All right, take a minute and copy my spinner down. This is going to be unfair, by the way. So pause me while you're doing that. So let's talk about why this is unfair. When I'm figuring out probability, it's a big letter P, and then what I'm looking for down here is a little letter in parentheses. So I want the probability of red. There are 3 sections out of 8 that are red. Probability of green. There are 3 sections out of 8 to get green. Probability of yellow, though, is only 2 out of 8. These chances are not equal. That makes this spinner unfair. All right, go ahead and finish these up, please. And then put them someplace safe.